What's up, y'all? WM here. So excited to be back on YouTube. I know it's been a minute. I missed a few Wednesdays here and there, but I was working backstage with the Black Repertory Theater of Kansas City for the African Company Presents Richard III. And so I am finally from behind the curtain. I am back in my studio space, back in my home at Studio WM right here in Kansas City, Missouri. And I am so thankful, so excited, ready to get into some projects. I got a really big public art project coming up, and yeah, I did the timeline and the calendar and all the things today. When I get home tonight, I'm actually gonna keep working. I just need to go home so I can keep that washing machine going. But I need to get my mood boards together so I can get those turned in on Wednesdays. So make sure you comment and ask me, Whit, did you get them mood boards turned in? Okay, because they do today on Wednesday. I want to have like a little bit of a business talk because listen, being an independent artist, an independent fashion artist, an independent business owner is a lot of work, and it's some things that is so hard for us to figure out. But I figured I would sit down and chat and recap the event that I worked this past weekend, Babeland, that was hosted by What She Said Inc. in the West Bottoms at don't beat me up, hold on. Amigoni Urban Winery in West Bottoms. It was so cute, so cool. Shout out to my girl, Jess Rogers. She is an amazing event producer here in Kansas City. She also runs Cougar Club. She will also forever be Cartwheel Jess in my heart, because that's how we met. That's how I know her. So she emailed me and said, hey girl, you want to do this event? Because I think like in March, early April, I posted on Threads like, I want to start doing live fashion illustrations at events. I think that would be cute and fun. And then she emailed me and was like, hey, so this is what's happening and we'll see you there. And I said, okay. And I was there. I did not start my prep until Thursday, the Thursday before. I really was looking for options to do in-person events that does not involve me selling product. Hate to break it to y'all babes, but I do not like doing pop-up shops. The packing, the loading, the unloading, the wagons, the lifting, my shoulders hurt, I'm hot, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and then I gotta put on a smile and try to sell as much inventory as I possibly can within like 2 to 3 hours. Absolutely not. It's a lot of work. I like doing things in my studio space, which I have not done enough events at this studio. I know. I wanna be able to get to the point where I have a dedicated weekend once a month where people can come in and shop and have shopping hours. But I just don't see pop-up shops until I can get to a point where I have a functioning team again, and I'm able to elevate in a way that makes sense. Do I see myself doing pop-up shops? At the price point and the type of work that I create, it is really hard to kind of like relay that connection with my audience because you have to make a decision quick, and then there's no fitting rooms and things like that. So it just kind of gets like, it's like my drip earrings, my clutches, my scarves. It can still be a big commitment for some people. Some people it's their first introduction to my work, and honey, I'm a whole lot of woman, all right? Like this is a lot of work. It's a lot of color, a lot of pattern, a lot of texture. So sometimes it's like, you can make that quick connect and people want to learn more about you. They'll follow you, sure, but the return on investment for pop-up shops sometimes is just really not there. When I first started all the way up until 2019, I was doing a pop-up almost every weekend. My income depended so much on in-person events, and I don't ever want to be in that situation again. It's so funny, I did Art Westport in 2019. That was like September 2019, and I remember telling my mama like, I don't want to do this no more. And then COVID happened. That traffic has of course moved to my online shop. I'm able to stock other stores through my wholesale program. So it works out, but at the same time, I still need that in-person connection. Community teaching is not something that I have a ton of time to do anymore, and I don't do sewing lessons in studio anymore. I know, but it's a lot. It's a lot on me. I'm one person and I have to utilize my time wisely. We gotta be responsible, we gotta be smart. Fashion illustrations is something that is really big part of my work. I've kept every single sketchbook I've had since 6th grade until now, so that's like 2001. Oof. Through 2026, you can see like the evolution of my style, my sketching style, between then and now, and it's like, okay, I see how you got from point A to today. My croquis are illustrative, They long-legged, it's bright colors, they got fun hair. I like to put attention to detail in the patterns, and actually, like, a lot of my product that features croquis, like my tote bags, my t-shirts, the stickers and stuff, it does really well because people is like, I love the clothes. I don't know where I would wear this like green dress, but I love the sketch of it. Let me put it on a wall. Let me put it on a bag. Right? Okay. Yeah, y'all know how we do. I wanted to be able to connect with people in person again. And, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but I am actually a very shy person. Very bashful. I'm so serious. I hate talking about myself. I hate talking about my work. It's something that I force myself to do because I love being an artist so much, and I know how important it is to being a business owner. But being able to do some type of activity where my hands are busy, I'm not overthinking, I'm not like, do I look terrible? Am I sweating? Like, am I getting on people's nerves? Like, being able to sit there and just be with my art supplies and people come up and talk, and it was just an easy flow. So I really enjoyed that. The bigger goal with me being able to do live fashion sketching, I want to be able to do corporate events. I want brands to book me for their events, for their holiday parties, and any and everything in between. I think my connections that I have built through production work also will help this happen. And I think it'll kind of be a cyclical, like, relationship between production and live sketching events, because I kind of feel like the same type of people will be booking me. Like, let's just speak that into existence, okay? There was such an ease to it that I haven't experienced in a while when it comes to doing in-person events. I'm not sure how many women and non-binary owned businesses were present. At least 20 of us, tooth gems, jewelry, candles. There was a mobile perfume bar, plant shop, DJ. Like, it was a lot of different people, and nobody stepped on anyone's toes, which was really nice. I thought that the event was well curated. It was clear. The marketing materials were great. It was a lot of photo ops there. It was real cute. It was cute. It was very girls' world. Got pizza and rosé. Like, what else can you do on a Sunday in Kansas City? I did not promote the event at all. Not gonna lie to you, I forgot about it. That's what I get for not using my paper planner anymore. I gotta get back to my old ways, to my Virgo ways. Thursday came around, I got tagged in one of the promo posts on Instagram. I know y'all, don't be mad at me. I promise it was important to me, but I just had a lot going on, and I was like, whoo, I gotta get ready for this. It's high impact on a creative scale, but low impact on what it takes from me to make it happen. I literally came in here in my paint room in the wonderful world of WM, and I'm like, okay, Posca markers, crank markers, got my box of Crayolas, all my watercolor markers. I didn't pack my Prismacolors. I don't know why I didn't. Actually, I can't find them. That's why. Any and every like art supply that I could, my watercolor palettes, my little acrylic tubes, my watercolor tubes, pencils, Sharpies, flare pens, everything in between. Shout out to baby girl Taylor. She picked up my Bristol vellum pads for me. So I did 9x12 and 11x14 in texture smooth. We kicking it, we chilling. Shout out to Icy & Co. She was my first client of the day. She got her illustration done, and after that, it was like everybody came to see me. I was set up kind of like in a corner booth situation at the winery. So I had like 3 tables that was kind of dedicated. Once I knew like, oh baby, this is happening, I logged into my account at CVS Photo. They was having a $5 sale on 16x20 repositionable posters. So I made like 4 posters that just kind of walk through, this is the pricing, this is what's happening, about me, QR code to book me for future events. I did 3 singles and 1 double, and then I had 1 double that I didn't have time for, so we took the picture, got everything set up, and then they're gonna come pick it up from me at studio. People that work for different corporations like, oh, this would be great for a party. Oh, brand activations, yeah, call me, hi. I want this income stream to help replace content creation. I was a content creator for Joanne for a few years. Rest in peace to our good sis JoJo. She's gone, she is dearly departed, we miss her. But that was a good chunk of money, baby, that is now gone. Can I replace it? Yes. Do I feel like I have the tools necessary to make it happen sooner than later? Not right now. So I'm doing what I can and what they can't. Hello. It's custom. and nobody draws like me. My illustration style is my illustration style, so you only gonna get it from Whitney Manny. It's really cool and empowering for like these women to come up to me and be like, I don't know how to pose, and do you think my outfit, like, honey, yes, let's immortalize this moment in time. Here's a custom piece of you and your fit. It's kind of sitting there and thinking, I'm like, I need to practice like doing male croquis. I can, and I've done them, but I'm like, I need to practice doing them quick. The thing that I want to be prepped for next time is to have silhouettes that they pick from. So that way I'm like, okay, this is like hand on hip croquis, one hand up, like pick from this chart. Let's take the reference photo, give me 20-25 minutes, come back around, and I got you. Each illustration, I would say I aim to stay around 15 to 20 minutes unless it was a double. The doubles take me longer. Also, they're full color. I wanted to make sure that this is something special about mine. Like, I'm gonna put details into the fabrics and everything. I have 2 tiers of them. So I have pop-up portrait and I have curated croquis. So pop-up portrait is gonna be the 9x12. You can do 1 person or 2 person, but it's just a quicker style, something that's easier to do for a live event where there's a lot of people. Curated croquis is probably something that I feel like people who want to order individual orders would do. So more detail in the fabrics in the background. You get more options as far as the poses go and stuff like that. I got my booking page up today and I was able to follow up with everyone who signed up on the sheet. So I'm excited to hear the feedback and see how it goes. I'm gonna send out an email newsletter tomorrow about it as well and post on LinkedIn. Just try to see what happens. There was only one client that I felt like I messed up with, which I redid it. But I'm hard on myself. Like, I just didn't like how it looked. And she was like, I mean, and then she was like, I trust you. If you want to redo it, go ahead. I'm like, no, we're going to redo it. I'm not happy with it. So customer satisfaction is, of course, always important to me. I want somebody to leave with quality. If I'm putting my name on it, baby, you gonna like it and you gonna love it. There's no other options. I think it would be nice to have some type of like pop-up backdrop to where when people are taking the reference photo, they can stand in front of it. It has some type of WM branding on it, and then they can take a picture with it, holding their sketch when they're done. I used, of course, archival paper, so it can be framed and, you know, done. I'm even kind of thinking about like what would custom matte frames look like. I think the possibilities are really there, and it's something that it's not like oh, here she's just doing something else for a money grab. Like, no, this is something that I enjoy doing anyways. Why not? And it was so fun to be able to see everybody's reaction once I turned the paper around. It's like, okay, what do you think? I will say another prep thing that I definitely need to do is swatch all of my markers on the Bristol paper. I kept going, now which marker and which number? So I need to make swatch cards of all of my markers within all the color families. I do need to kind of get more markers for hair colors, I think. Yeah, that was one thing that was really what I was noticing. So pre-poses and swatches, and then just investing in some more markers so I can do more hair colors, I think would be great. I think like holiday and bachelorette, like, we gonna go off. I want to make sure I'm doing whatever I can to keep WM moving and grooving and growing, because some days, you know, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, honey, the straps is gone off, but they have snapped off. They have withered away. Some days the shoelaces are gone. I need new insoles. In this economy. Thank you again to Jess and What She Said Inc. They also have this really cool referral app, so I need to go in and like kind of double check my listing. Because a lot of the people were like scanning the code and following me in apps, so I was like, okay, I need to go ahead and pay attention to what's going on. Somebody asked me about weddings. I don't know if I want to do weddings, and I also don't know that I want to do kid-centered events either. I think I just want to do like grown-up people stuff. But not weddings, because that feels like too much pressure. Also, I don't design for weddings either. Weddings and prom, don't ask me to make nothing for nobody's wedding or prom. Those are too precious of events. I don't know. My nerves, no thank you. I don't even want to make anything for myself on my wedding day when that day happens. I will be sketching it and giving it to another sewist and making them make it. I don't want to do that myself. I don't want to be upset with me. I think this is a great opportunity to just kind of like expand the wonderful world of WM, and also kind of keep my creative brain flowing and going. Like, I was just getting into a lot of the sketches and I'm like, okay, cool. I can add some detail into here. I can do the stitch in here. Like, the idea of just like looking at somebody and then creating an artwork and it's just like it materializes, it's such a joy, such a joyful thing that happens, right? Like, man, I just sat here and thought of that and like, boom, here it is. It's Wednesday. You have officially made it to the middle of the week. Happy May. Also, y'all, it's a new month. I hope y'all are doing good and doing great and looking amazing as well, okay? Keep getting dressed like you got some good sense, because you never know. I might be at an event and you need, croaky, you need your fashion illustration done. Do we want to get a fashion illustration done, a custom in a bad fit? I don't think so, okay? You're doing great. You're doing amazing. Keep respecting yourself, because that helps you respect others. All right? Do the best that you can. Do what you can and what they can't and what they won't. Huh? Because it's only up from here. I appreciate y'all so much. Again, we're going to get back on track with these YouTube videos. Thank y'all so much for subscribing, for the comments, for the likes, and everything else in between. I appreciate y'all's support so, so much. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.